Have you ever been told you are so strong when all you need was simply somebody to hold you? Let's talk about the kind of support that truly helps. Hi, my name is Naomi Karemi. I am a full spectrum doula and I'm also a Kraamzorg. I help families through the pregnancy journey, at birth, and the first week of adjustment with love and tender care, one family at a time. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here for a while, thank you very much for the support. I am seeing the numbers go up slowly. Sorry, that is a tick from the oven. I just made a lasagna, which is something that my son loves. And of course, I'm at home. I just finished care with another family last week. So I'm at home, I'm doing the mama. I'm in the mamahood. You see, I have oil and water all over me, but I just cooked. In this video, I want to talk about support and the kind of support that truly helps and works. Have you ever been told you're so strong and all you need was just somebody to hold you, somebody to listen? It's so common as humans that we listen to react or respond. We don't listen to empathize and truly understand where somebody's struggles come from. And many times, you don't even need to fix anything. As a friend, as a family, as a partner, you simply need to be present, because many times we cannot fix anything. As a mother of 3, you can bet I have been there. I have been there where support came and in abundance sometimes. Only that sometimes it left me feeling like I was not worthy of the support, that I was bothering people when I was asking for help. I'll give you an example. My second son was born with lack of oxygen. And up until the true diagnosis came through, we were struggling as a family. And I remember sometimes I would have family that would come and help. But many times there would be that little comment. One, there's going to be be glad he is fine and it's gonna be okay. You don't know if it's gonna be okay. And I cannot be glad that he is fine because he is not the perfect child that I was waiting for or looking forward to receiving. So sometimes that support where you do have family or you do have people around you, but in such a crowd of and a collection of people, you still feel hollow. I have been there. I have been you once. And I still sometimes see it where the common human nature takes over. Because let's be honest, you can be empathetic and supportive without imposing your thoughts. And maybe they make sense, but not always are they helpful to somebody who is in their deepest of the deep. Sometimes good intentions can also sting, where one walks into a home or a family and the mother has struggled. Maybe that baby didn't sleep that night. Maybe nobody slept that night. It was a night of doing shifts where people lacked the energy to function the following day. And then you walk in and the first thing you see is dust. I mean, you can be a friend or a family member that just sees things for what they are and then tries to help equalize the situation without commenting on what was faulty. So an example is somebody coming in and helping clean up or tidy up or do the hoovering and then tells you later how you could do that still and care for your own child. That is support that actually stings. Remember, when people have just given birth, they are still very open emotionally, physically, they are receptive to accept or receive a lot. And sometimes that advice or that tip can really be hurtful. It can really sting We only simply need to be cautious with emotions and where people are at when they are struggling, and especially in their adjustment week. So many times I've spoken about this in my clubhouse rooms and everybody went quiet. When you are struggling, your mind starts to play things with you. You start having double visions, double personalities. You think you're not alone in a space. What is important is for the people who are surrounding you, who are available, to simply avail themselves. Do the things that they can do, leave the others that they can't. Somebody else will probably pick up. But mainly, what mothers need in those moments of hollow, deep of the deepest emotional and mental drain is simply present, just so that when she turns around, she doesn't feel like she's alone. So we really simply don't need to fix any situations. We just need to lighten the load that has built up because she was incapable of doing it herself. The other thing that actually makes a lot of mothers also fear saying it as it is and being honest that they are struggling is society has put on a lot of pressure on mothers to just simply function. You carry a pregnancy, you give birth, you pop a baby, you should fix, you should go back to quick fix, you should go back to yourself, you should run a marathon a day for. That's actually not a reality for many people. And sometimes you need to find a village of people who you have probably built throughout the years or throughout this pregnancy, who you know categorically that you can be yourself. Many times, mothers feel guilty about asking for help, and that is why many women struggle by themselves. You find people cry behind closed doors. People read stories about somebody who committed suicide when nobody expected that. She could put that makeup very well. And there are so many of those mothers around who were born artists. They can slap that makeup very well and they look absolutely good and presentable. But find out deep within what is actually really going on behind closed doors. Have a one-on-one. Check on those strong friends that you have, because those are the ones that are going through things. And sometimes when it reaches a point where there is no return and they have given more than they were capable or able to give, that is when disaster strikes. But if you are a mother and you are struggling, how am I going to ask for help? I give this as a tip all the time. Have a group of friends who are just people that you can communicate with honestly, who get you, who understand you, who either have been there or have been with others who have been there. It doesn't have to be a mother or a father per se, or somebody who's experienced it, but it can be somebody that you feel you can communicate with honestly without feeling a thing. So that when you're updating or keeping up, or you've gone lost for a few days and people are getting worried, that you communicate just once and you say, hey guys, I am available, I'm still here, I'm just going through things. These are the people that you need to have on your back. And how do you then ask for help without feeling guilty? Is when you have such a group of people, you actually have the capability and the openness to be open and be vulnerable with. You can do it with a message. Sometimes we struggle to make one-on-one contact with people. And sometimes we also struggle when we are one-on-one with people to really communicate what is aching and what is so heavy in the heart. So maybe find a way where you can just send a WhatsApp message and say, listen, I don't feel like talking right now, but this is where I'm at and these are the kind of help that I need. And if there are other children, maybe ask if somebody can come and just be with the other children so that you can focus on only one or catch up on your own sleep. One of the other things that is very common with not only the mama guilt, but also asking for help and not feeling guilt, is that women actually struggle with thinking that they cannot ask for better. If this is how you do things in your household, having that kind of support and that kind of group where you can actually categorically say, right, 5:30 is when the children eat, or I rinse out the dishes first before I put them in the dishwasher, because that actually saves my pipes. We know that food waste blocks pipes. There are homes where dirty plates just get banged up in the dishwasher and where the dishwasher is going to wash it. And there are homes that have structure. And if I need help, then it needs to be in alignment with how it is that I do things. And you absolutely don't have to do it completely how I want it to be done. But certain things, I should be able to ask and elaborate how it is that I do them, so that I'm not redoing it after it's been done, so that I'm not doing the same thing that somebody else came and helped. So you are allowed to ask for help in your way. Have these kind of villages and support groups where you can be yourself, where people get you and they understand that you're not being high demand. It's just that that is how things are done in your way. And if people understand and they want to help you, trust me, they will do it exactly that way. Now, I hope I have given you an insight so that you know you are not alone in the struggle of finding support that really works for you. I have been there. I see it every day in my rounds as a Kraamzorg, and these are the personal feedback and tips that I give my own clients. Now, if this was a video that really truly meant something for you, please consider subscribing. Help me grow the channel. Also, comment down below if there is a topic that you want me to highlight on and speak on in detail. Because yeah, as a mother of 3 and in a foreign land, you can bet that I do have the experience. And sometimes I say I could write a book. Maybe I should write an encyclopedia for the other mamas who are trying to find the adjustment, balance in the adjustment that actually makes sense without losing their senses. Now, I'll leave this here and I will see you in the next video. Bye.